Welcome back to my page. Today we're going to be focusing on a lower body workout. It's going to be a little bit quicker than our traditional strength training, but not quite as fast as a HIIT workout. I'm going to do 30 seconds on, 45 seconds off in between each set. For our first set, we're going to focus on a calf glute bridge and a Romanian deadlift with a hamstring bias, alternating between the two for a total of 4 rounds. Calf glute bridge, you want to make sure your back is all the way up against the bench. Elbows can touch the bench, but you're not using them to push up off the bench. You're using your hips to drive the weight up. Hands are on the barbell. Here we go. Keeping it smooth. This is not a hip thrust, so we're not driving the weight up in a thrusting motion. Last 3, 2, 1. And we'll hit our RDL next. This is a hip hinge movement, so really focusing on pushing your hips backwards. Seconds break. And we'll hit our RDL next. Once your hips stop going back, you stop going down. Otherwise, you're then just using your lower back to lower the weight, which is usually when you'll start feeling pain there. We're almost there. Time.
Power on, Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected.
Oh my gosh, that's really heavy. Whew. Hopefully you made it the full 30 seconds, because I didn't. That's okay. All right, on to RDLs. We've got 15 seconds. On to RDLs. We've got 15 seconds. All right, here we go. We're on. Two, 1, time. All right, round 2 done. Halfway through. Now for this workout, your heart rate's probably gonna be a little higher than your traditional strength training workout, just because we are taking shorter rest times. All that bug shit. Really focus on using your glutes to lift and lower the weight. Sternum stays down, chin stays tucked. Last 3, 2, whoo. Whew. One. Last 3. Time. All right, we're on our last set. All right, here we go on that last round. Last set. We got 5 seconds. Oh. Whew. Time. Really focusing on pushing your hips back, using your hamstrings and your glutes to stand back up. Last 3, 2. Great job, you guys. We are done with our first 2 exercises. I'm now gonna set up for our second 2 exercises. We're gonna be doing alternating reverse lunges. You can either use a barbell for this or you can use dumbbells. And then the second exercise we have are sumo deadlifts. Sumo style deadlifts, so we're gonna have our feet wider than hips width, our toes are gonna be externally rotated. We're not squatting our deadlifts, so making sure that your hips are higher than your knees. 3, 2, 1. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew, that might be too heavy for 30 seconds of work. 45 seconds off. Just remember, we want to use that full 30 seconds for actual work time. So we're starting to get ready for the next set. During that rest time, all right, here we go. We're on in 3. Really using your front leg to stand back up, not your back leg to push you back up. Time. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add some straps for my deadlifts. All right, here we go. We're back on in 3, 2. Really squeezing your inner thighs to stand back up. Last 3. Time. One. Last 10 seconds. Time. Great job, halfway through. Whew. We got 2 more sets. Start getting set up. We're back on in 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 5. Time. Whew. Making sure you're hydrating. Again, both of these exercises you can do with dumbbells. Whew. All right, here we go. Last 3, 2, time. Whew, last round. I'd rather die on the surgery table before I gotta walk around here looking like you. Are you sure? All right, last round. We're on in 3, 2. Ow. Whew. Last 4. Time. We are done with that exercise. Whew. Last exercise on this set, and then we have 1 finisher. Last 3. Time. So the last exercise that we have is a quad bias exercise. You're going to need to raise your heels in some ways. So let's say you have a pair of dumbbells. You can use your dumbbells to put your heels on top of like this. If you have another set of dumbbells, then you can use it for weight. If you don't have another set of dumbbells, then you can just do body weight for this, and I promise you will feel it. So the goal with this exercise is to keep your upper back as upright as possible, and imagine that you're sliding down a wall. In this movement, you want your knees to track over your toes. So you're gonna slide down as low as you can and then come back up without hinging as much as possible. My range of motion is going to be different than your range of motion. I'm gonna use one lighter weight for this, and we're gonna rack it in the front. We're gonna do 20 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Again, keeping your upper back as upright as possible. Feeling this in your quads. Heels are elevated. Now, if you have knee issues, then I wouldn't recommend this exercise. Maybe just a regular squat on the floor is good for you today. 1. All right, 15 seconds break. We're gonna do this for 4 rounds. We're back on in 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Really feeling this in your quads, that mind to muscle connection. Last 3, 2, time. Whew. 15 seconds. Halfway through. Here we go, we're back on in 3, 2. Whew, my quads are definitely on fire. Three, 2, 1. All right, made it to our last round. Whew. It's the truth, who you with? You got this. We're back on in 3, 2, 1. You made it this far. 20 seconds. Less than 10 seconds. Suck your belly in. We got 3, 2, 1. Awesome job today, you guys. Thanks so much for joining. I hope you felt that burn in your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads. Again, any modification that you need to have, take what you need. This is here as a guidance. If you need longer breaks, you take longer breaks. Thanks so much for joining. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and I'll be posting weekly workouts. Have a great rest of your day.